Hi, I'm Anynewprovince, and I just finished up the league with Snubhorn Selesnya. This deck was a ton of fun, and I think it's got a little bit of game. I was the pilot tonight, and I definitely punted a few times, so go on in there and see if you can find those punts, and you can let me know about them down in the comments. I'm not going to say much. I'm just here to remind you that you can like the video down below and subscribe to the channel. I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. So I hope you enjoy this league with Snubhorn Selesnya, and remember, don't forget to call me out on those punts. We're playing against Dank Train Tom. This is about as good a hand as any. Gonna make a big old Souls Attendant on turn 2, probably. So I'll keep this. I like the looks of this. We'll see what my opponent's on. They're on a Disfigure deck. We might be in trouble. Whoa. Oh, I've never seen that emoji before. Opponent is on turn 1 Plains. Who is 1-1. What? Did I just pass my first turn? Oh my god, you guys. We wanted to be on the draw. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Okay, well, horrible start. We'll see what happens. My opponent isn't on a Disfigure deck. There you go. There you go. 10.448 punts per hour. I'm pretty sure I hit F6. Don't know what happened. All right. All right. There's an Ixalan mirror. Opponent's on Infect. Okay, that's interesting. So all this life gain isn't really going to matter. Now I'm worried I'm going to do it again. There's a Might of the Masses. All right, well, we're just going to have to try to win ultra fast, I think. So let's play out Souls Attendant and put a cartouche on it. Oh yes, we have the punt counter. Starting with the very first match of the day. Am I always yes, always yield going? Alright, I'm gonna zone in a little bit, guys. She's now a 2/2 first striker. Doesn't really matter against this Ixalan mirror. I wonder if they can win next turn. If there's any deck you don't want to give a free turn to, it's this deck. Right? Like, ugh. That's mighty embarrassing. I want to get a cycle a Tranquil Thicket. Play another land. And I think we gotta... It's Infect, right? So I think we have to block here. We can't just win next turn. How many creatures can we get up to? 1, 2 more, so I can give her +2/+2. +4/+4. So I can get in for 7 next turn, which isn't a win. Ugh. This will be a 3/3 automatically. If I double block, at least they'll have to use a pump spell. So I think I'll do that. And then next turn we can assemble a swiftly pumping Thraben Inspector. So let's see if they want to use a pump spell here. It's going to go up to a 3/3 anyway, because that's what Ixalan mirror do. I'm like so nervous to F6 now. I snapped off the improperly timed F6 already. All right, opponent is going to Mutagenic Growth. No trample, so it's no big deal. They will save it for now. And our stuff will die. Will they play another Infect creature? Okay. We're going to have lots of blockers. All right, there's that. So let's play Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. Get a clue, man. Put our cartouche on Thraben Inspector. This doesn't really help if they can just win next turn again, like if they still have a hand that can end the game, but we can block both of their creatures quite effectively. And we will rancor up the Thraben Inspector. Don't really want to be blocking with this deck, like we don't have a ton of lands to be chucking away, but I mean, they have to have, like, they'll have to blow 2 pump spells here in order to save their creatures if they want to attack with both. We can't sit back for the rest of our lives either. We don't have a Sprout Swarm in hand. So let's see what they want to do. Probably get in with both, I'd say. Yep. All right. So let's block with our warrior. We'll just try to get them to use 2 pump spells here. And then they're down to 1 card in hand. We'll have a Rancor and a Clue to Crack. Yep. It'll still die in first strike damage. So we won't lose our Thraben Inspector unless they pump it. And we'll be able to put a Flare Husk down and start just putting all the stuff on that. Maybe not, though. We might just want to be cracking clues. See what pump spells they've chosen to use to save their stuff. We have no infect damage yet, which is good. Apostle's Blessing, giving a protection from white. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know why they wouldn't have done that pre-attacks. I guess they're trying to eat our Thraben Inspector, which they will do. They will effectively do. All right, sure. Still no infect damage, and they've only got one card in hand. So we might actually be able to pull this one out, even after that terrible punt. All right, Veteran Armor is pretty okay. We won't be able to block both if we play Veteran Armor, though. We can't give it First Strike or anything. I kind of want to just Flare Husk Rancor. That doesn't really use our mana very effectively. I might Flare Husk, and then if I'll leave up cracking this clue. If they want to attack, you can only give it +1/+1, so that's really bad. I think I'm going to play out the Armor and Flare Husk. I'll give them a turn. If they can kill us this turn, then good for them, I guess. We'll still put this in front of the Glistener Elf, no problem. There goes Flare Husk, getting suited. We'll pass. All right, what have you got? What are you on, Dank Train Tom? How dank can Thomas be, really? Of all the trains in the world. Maybe we just double block the Zickerclaw Mirror? Like, let Glistener Elf get in? So you can only kill one of our creatures. I actually might do that, because then they'd have to spend another pump spell to save it, and we'll have a creature left to suit up. I guess I could just, yeah, I'm going to double block. Actually, I'm going to double block the Glistener Elf, because then they'll have to use probably like at least a couple pump spells to save it, because it's going to be taking 3. Well, I guess I can use Mutagenic Growth or something. Never mind. It's probably only 1 pump spell to save it. But it won't kill either of our creatures if they don't pump. So they are going to Vines, which doesn't give it trample or anything. It does save it. Our stuff dies. We take 1 Infect. Okay. We draw Sprout Swarm. Oh, I don't really just want to run out Sprout Swarm here, so I'm going to draw a card. Hopefully we find another blocker. Find an Ash Barrens. I think I'm just going to do some thinning with this, get another green mana. And even another land is okay. Like, buyback Sprout Swarm isn't the end of the world. All right, let's hope they don't have us dead here. We're at 1 Infect. What 2 cards can do it? Like, double. They can't double Vines. I guess they could like make their land drop. Okay, there's a Rancor. That's pretty bad. That's actually very bad. All right, let's hope we find a creature to get in the way of this stuff. We find an Ash Barrens. Okay, so let's play out Ash Barrens. I mean, like, we could just make a Sprout, suit it up. Like, make a Sprout, suit it up, make it what, a 2/2, and then put a Rancor on it, make it a 4/2, so it can try to trade with this Ichorclaw Mirror. But I don't know if we're winning the game when we do that. I think that's probably our best option, though. When we're playing to our outs, we're playing to our outs. But I would chalk this loss up to a terrible turn 1 punt. I feel like we were pretty close to turning the corner. All right, let's suit it up. And maybe just another +1/+1 would be fine. Maybe like leaving a Might of the Masses would be okay. Because that gives us 1 more toughness. Nah, I think we'd rather try to deal with this Ichorclaw Mirror in combat next turn, so that hopefully we only take 1 Infect. So we'll pass. But we're definitely on the back foot here. We're on a couple of back feet. There is a number of cards that does it. We're still going to take 1 Infect, so Vines of the Vastwood kills us. See what this is. Another Rancor? Does another Rancor do it? No, another Rancor doesn't kill us. But Rancor and Pump Spell does kill us. I don't know about giving you guys the power of the punt bot. Now everyone will know of my punts. All right, let's see how our opponent wants to spend this green mana. They're going to spend it on Glistener Elf. All right. So we're going to die to a pump spell. That doesn't feel super good. I think I am going to just block the Glistener Elf. Like, this gets +2/+2, so... But we're still dead to any pump spell, pretty much. We got nothing. What's this? Don't concede yet. Gives it Apostle's Blessing. Protection from green. All right. We take 1. Oh, Rancor fell off. Sweet. So we take 3 here. Go to 8. Ugh. That's kind of scary. We're still dead to this other Rancor. I don't know why they wouldn't have just put it on this and Apostle's Blessinged it for green. Like, we were just dead. But, ooh, huh. Oh, does that do anything? If we pick up this Flare Husk, our Saproling dies. Huh. I think we're just dead. Because we can't block this or it gets pumped. We can't get enough toughness in front of it. That's just it. Yep. All right. Game 2. Against... Against Infect. Enjoy your Mexican, man. Enjoy your Mexican. Hopefully this will be a good going league. I really hope it I hope it turns around. No more turn 1 punts. No more turn 1 punts. So we'll bring in our Standard Bearers, we'll bring in our Journeys. I'll probably take out a Veteran Armor. I don't know if Gleeful Sabotage is... Hey, welcome, Angry Sloth. Yes, it can be scary. We have some stuff. Like, we have Standard Bearers and Journeys. You got Celestial Flares. Celestial Flares should probably come in here too. I guess we're turning into a control deck. So we'll bring in Celestial Flares probably over Sigil's Blessings. We'll keep in our Might of the Masses, so that when we're wide enough, we can eventually just alpha for the win. And I think that's what the sideboard looks like in this matchup. So 6 cards, I feel a little bit better now, but we don't have a lot of draw power, so I'm actually just stopping in to say hey as well. Gonna go play Casual EDH. Awesome, right on. Casual EDH sounds fun. Hey, Kirk. Oh no, was it you? Was it you with the elephant guy that won me the game? I'm sorry I embarrassed you with the rest of my plays. Oh man, we got the Snubhorn Sentry. We got the sideboard cards. Okay, so this is gonna be turn 1 Colony Garden. Turn 2 Standard Bearer. Turn 3 Snubhorn Rancor. 2 of your Facebook friends. Nice. Opponent sent me a message. Best of luck. Thanks. All right. They probably have a really good opener. Okay. All right. So let's play out Colony Garden. And we will pass. I feel like an 0-3 with a Standard Bearer online is pretty good. I might even just like Rancor up this plant. It's gonna pump up this dinosaur right here. We're gonna make this into one big dino. All right, opponent isn't on turn 1 play, so we're probably just gonna try to get the beat started. I don't see them having a ton of ramp, or sorry, a ton of haste in their deck, so we're gonna play a Blossoming Sands for turn. Yep, that'll give us our double white for Celestial Flare when that matters too. We'll Rancor up the plant. It doesn't have Defender. It's a Bamboozle. You saw it here first, everyone. A plant with Defender attacking. Which is actually just a glitch. Colony Garden's plant isn't supposed to have Defender. But today it does. All right, let's see what they're on. Be nice if we could, like, get down, you know, I don't know, find a Journey maybe, or like getting down the Standard Bearer is going to be a pretty big game. Glad to have this, but that's still a big guy. That still just walks right through our Snubhorn Sentry. All right, there's another Plains. So do I want to leave up Celestial Flare here? Let's see if they want to trade with our plant. Probably not. No. They're going to take 2. Do we take 3 Infect to risk playing the Standard Bearer? Potentially. That means they can't cast any pump spells. We should take only... Ooh, I guess those enchantments get around it, though. The best defense is an offense. All right, so we're actually going to play it out like this. How many permanents do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our 7th. This is our 8th. So not quite at 10 yet. Yeah, it is a good delay. I think it's because I reduced the bit rate just a baby bit. Just a little baby, tiny bit. Update our record while I'm thinking about it. Opponent is on Cycling Tranquil Thicket. Cool. Cool. So we're going to leave up Celestial Flare for the rest of our lives here. Gonna get in with Ichor Mirror for 1 Infect. Yep. You sure will. No pumps, just taking 1 Infect. And is this another creature? All right. So it should be... Yeah, probably sort of bad, I guess. Like, it's not the end of the world or anything, but... Ooh, I wonder if we, try to get him with... Okay, so double Might of the Masses is 6. Oh, we don't have that many permanents. I wish we had more permanents. I'm going to swing with both of my creatures that have power and toughness. See if they want to block. They can't blow us out on this Standard Bearer. They're not going to block. I wonder if I just push through damage. Probably not. All right, let's do it like that. And we'll pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So most of our spells make 2 permanents. All right, so here come the mirrors. We're not afraid of pump spells. One of these will eat one of these, so I'm going to do that. So let's go to blocks. Block like this. Say okay. It's going to get pumped. Yep. And we get priority back, so let's Might of the Masses our Snubhorn. And let damage go through, and then we'll put a stop on damage. They are going to cast a pump spell on our Standard Bearer? What? What? While choosing targets as part of casting a spell or activating an ability, they chose an artifact. What? They can target Standard Bearer, can't they? Why didn't they? What? I don't understand. I guess they choose artifact and then they can target it. That's pretty good. All right, so we'll give it protection from white. We're going to lose our Snubhorn Sentry and our Might of the Masses. That's brutal. That was actually kind of savage. All right, sure. Oh, actually, we don't lose our Snubhorn, but they do save their guy. So we'll let damage go through, and we'll have them sack a creature. Oh yeah, our Snubhorn is going to die, actually. No saving it here. They're going to sack a creature. That's insane. So, like, they can... Oh, man. Brutal. Let's see what this is. Another creature? Another Ichor Mirror. That's interesting. That's really... I didn't know that about Apostle's Blessing. Well, lesson well learned. Okay, there's, of course, Sky Fisher. So let's Sky Fisher back a Colony Garden. Oh, I guess I should have tapped the Colony Garden. Replay Colony Garden. Attack with both. See what they want to do here. All right, they're going to block the Standard Bearer. So Might of the Masses doesn't save Standard Bearer here. So I'm going to Might of the Masses the plant. Pump it up. I probably shouldn't have mited my my guy. That was probably my biggest mistake, was miting the whatchamacallit, miting the Snubhorn sentry. That was an obvious mistake. And attacking with standard bearer there could have also been a mistake. But we'll see. So there's Llanowar Augur. Sure. Oh, and they're going to give it trample too. That's great. We're at 2 Infect. We might just be dead here. They're just going to pass. Okay. Fair enough. Find a Flare Husk. That puts us close to winning the game. We can force them to chump our plant. But then, like, what do they chump with? Probably... I've got them on a 2-turn clock right now. I don't think I want to risk any more blockers than I already have to. So I'm going to get in with Core Skyfisher. Lead back as much toughness as I can. And just hope to make some good blocks next turn. Because I think they're going to go for it. I don't know. I got a feeling they're going to go for it. Or that they already have it. Alright, so Ichorclaw Mirror gets pumped. Sure. Do they have the vines, I wonder? There's a Rancor. Oh man, are we just... Yeah, we're just dead, right? If we put 3 toughness in front of it, we take 3 Infect up to 5, take 2 more Infect up to 7. So they have to have a plus... They have to have kicked vines here. Which they very well could have. Or no, they just have to have +1/+1. We're probably dead. Oh, God. So, lesson of the day there is, don't be aggressive with your standard bearer. And now they can just pump this. Maybe I should have blocked this, too. But, I don't know. Kicked vines. GG's. GG's. Man, that Apostle's Blessing, I do not know how to play against Infect. Holy crap, guys. We're on the play. We have some things that make multiple permanents. That's good. So we will keep. We're going to go turn 1 Thraben Inspector. Well, this guy is, or this opponent is also on 0-1. So at least we got that going for us. Okay, Thraben Inspector makes a clue. We pass it over. Air Gecko is going to go. See what they're on. They're on Affinity. Which probably isn't a wonderful matchup for us. We really got to turn that heat up. All right, so I am going to Colony Garden here. Because we can't get to 10 permanents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We want to play this Cartouche. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're very close. We're like 1 turn away from having Ascend. We can't crack this clue until we have it, which kind of sucks, which is sort of a little bit of a non-bow, and sometimes I would just throw it away if it means the potential of getting more permanents. Let's see what Affinity's on. Probably a huge creature, because that's how Affinity do. They're going to play Springleaf Drum, Flare Husk, add some more mana. Nah, Frogmite, add some more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have enough for a 4/4? Ooh, okay, so let's play our planes. Play our Thraben Inspector, turn 3 Ascend. And attack with... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can risk losing 1 permanent here. I guess it's not a huge deal. So yeah, I doubt they'll block. If they do, we could always Might of the Masses to save it. So maybe I should have played at Snubhorn Sentry first. But I want the 3/3 for sure. All right, they're not going to block. We'll play out Snubhorn, get Ascend online. And then we can start cracking clues and drawing cards. It's a 3/3. Might of the Masses for protection. But we might just save Might to like try to win the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 7 is 14. So So we're pretty close to just winning. We're like one ranker away from just winning if they attack here. No, they have blockers. Never mind. All right, let's see what this is. We're most worried about the ATOGs. The 4/4s aren't a big deal. We really just have to find Sprout Swarm for those, and we can force through damage with Might of the Masses. There's Skyfisher. Okay, okay, we can Skyfisher. How many creatures does that get us up to? So if they block, we get in for 1, 2, and we pump for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get in for 9. Okay, so this won't be the turn we use Might of the Masses, but we certainly will core Skyfisher back that cartouche and put it on our Skyfisher. Make another dude. Leaving up Might as protection. They are going to try to Galvanic Blast our core Skyfisher. I think I'm going to Might it here. Yeah, we have a lot of blockers. They have no way to counter the Might of the Masses, but that could have won us the game too, which kind of sucks. Maybe we'll draw another one. We have lots of Anthem effects. It was pretty huge for a second there. All right, let's see if they got another Galvanic Blast. We still got our blocker. They're going to go digging. Thought casting. Perhaps. Yep. Let's see what we draw. We have a couple of draws here. Get in with Carapace Forger and Mirror Enforcer. I take 8, go to 12, and they have exactly 3 Galvanic Blasts in hand. We lose. So I'm going to block with the plant. They could have ATOG Fling as well. So 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So they can only put us to 1 with ATOG Fling. So this is fine. Well, I don't know that it's fine, but that's how I'm going to block. All right, turn comes back to us. We find another Snubhorn. I'm going to draw before I do anything else. Anthem. Flare Husk. All right, so let's just... I think we just attack with everything. And then play out Flare Husk Snubhorn Sentry. I wonder what they could have here. I'll let them eat one of our Thraben Inspectors to force through damage. 1, 4. They're going to block one of our Vigilant Soldiers. All right. Make sure I'm not yielded till end of turn. They're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. All right. Cool. And we will play out a Flare Husk. They might have Metallic Rebuke too. And play out another 3/3. And pass it back to them. Doing the same dance. We're going to have to block both of these 4/4s this turn, which really sucks. There's another Frogmite. All right, ATOG Fling is lethal here, pretty much regardless. So they're going to try to get in with their dudes. They're at 7. And they're only leaving back 2 blockers. So they block here and they block here. Or they block here and here. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think if they had ATOG Fling, this would have been a more aggressive attack. But 3 Galvanic, they can't have 3 Galvanic Blasts in hand. So long as they don't have exactly ATOG Fling in hand, we're okay. Do you have ATOG Fling? Just don't, please. Because we go to 12 here. I guess they can fling this to put us to 8. And then 1 Galvanic Blast doesn't do it. We get our Flare Husk. Turn comes back to us. There's another cartouche. Okay, so I'm going to draw first. If we can equip this up. Oh man, what if they have removal though, right? If they have the blast here, it's so dead. Are they just dead if they don't have a removal spell? So if they block, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I'm going to cartouche up. Oh man, this is tough. We want to just win here. There isn't. They have a Galvanic Blast in their hand. All right, let's try to equip up the. Core Skyfisher. See if they have the Galvanic Blast. Looks like they do. Or they have Fling? Sure. All right, nothing we can do about that. Sounds good. Core Skyfisher is dead. So now I believe we just cartouche up Snubhorn and get in. So we swing with everything. They block, take 3. Oh, this is so hard. I think we're going to cartouche up Snubhorn, because then they have no good blocks. So it's either they take 4 or nothing. All right, so let's swing with everything. They have to block both Snubhorns to not die here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So this is just short of lethal. I wonder what their last card is. What could it be? Because they can hit us for 6 next turn. Teamer Battle Rage, I guess? We lose to Teamer Battle Rage? Oh, they would have it. They go to 2. Oh, this is way too close for comfort. Oh, games like this are so hard. Do you have Teamer Battle Rage? They're going to Thoughtcast. They're going to try to find it. There's just another Carapace Forger. Not too scary. And get in with Carapace Forger. See if they have Teamer Battle Rage. No, Battle Rage. Oh, we won. Sweet. Okay. Nice. I'll take a win. All right, so Standard Bearer screws up their Teamer Battle Rage plan. Mind you, Gleeful Sabotage looked pretty bad on that board. Like we were not conspiring it in 100 years. We only have 6 things that produce green creatures, but I guess that's oh no, we have more than that. We have 9 things that produce green creatures. So I'll bring in the Gleeful Sabotages. Probably take out a couple of Sigil's Blessings, because it'll be hard for us to go wide. It's kind of like one or the other. Either you go tall or you go wide. Sigil's Blessing is really good in this deck, though. I think I want to keep a couple in. Maybe I'll go down the Mites. And Soul Warden's okay in this matchup. What would I take out for Soul Warden? Maybe an Armorers? But they probably have Crack Clan Shaman. It's honestly like the deal 1 to everything board wipes aren't super good against us, because we have Thraben Inspectors and we have Skyfishers and we pump stuff with Cartouche. So it's good, but it's not amazing. Makes our Gleeful Sabotages worse, probably. The life gain may not be as relevant. Journey to Nowhere deals with their big dummies. But we're not the control deck here. They're the control deck here, right? Maybe that's what I gotta kind of zone in on. So I think the Gleeful Sabotages are all that are coming in. I think that's exactly what we want here. I don't think we want Celestial Flares. There's probably an argument for the Soul Wardens. But the rest of this stuff doesn't look like anything we want to be doing. Could be Journeys. We might not ever get to Sprout Swarm, but yeah, like they might just be too fast for Sprout Swarm. So maybe we bring in... No, I'm leaving the Sprout Swarms in. It's tough. Wasn't an easy sideboard. But hey, we beat Affinity, so you can't complain, right? Pretty convincingly, too. I think Sigil's Blessing is like a sleeper. I don't know who was all playing... Oh, man. If our token survives, this hand is absolutely playable. We'll keep. This is where you're hoping to draw a Sprout Swarm. All right, there's a Flare Husk. We find Sigil's Blessing, so let's play out Colony Garden. Get a token, pass the turn. Next turn we'll Fists. Hopefully we draw a creature. We'd probably rather draw a creature. To the Brew Cove! I like having a cove over a cave, personally, too. I think that's a great option. I'm gonna have a think about all the wild things they can do with their 7. Because that's just how Affinity do. Oh, there's Atog. Yep. You're gonna get in. Sure. So we're gonna block Atog for the next 200 years. Most likely. And I'd rather put this cartouche on something that has power. So we'll Fists of Ironwood up, ironically, our plant here. Give it Trample. It's good to be able to pick this up with Core Skyfisher. We can cast all the spells we care about with the mana we have already, so I might cycle... Nah, I guess the thinning is probably not worth it. There's a Mirror Enforcer. This sure is Affinity, huh? They're going to attack with both. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Do we want to double block and make... Yeah. So let's double block and force them to sacrifice an artifact. What artifact are you going to sacrifice? Probably Chromatic Star. You got all your mana. Sure. This is about to become a very big boy. All right. You've got tons of stuff on your board. Oh, I wish we could cast this better in Armor and something else. It's not very good here. So what do we do? Probably go get white mana. Get that out. And I think I will play Veteran Armor, because then I can block Atog with this and like not really care. Like we'll take 4. And then eventually I can block the Mirror Enforcer with backup, with Sigil and Cartouche next turn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I might even cycle those Ash Barrens for white mana on my upkeep, if that's what my plan is anyway. So that's what we'll do there. I highly doubt they don't attack here. There's a Flare Husk, probably going to suit up the old Atog right away. Looks like. Yep. Sure. So we will chump with our plant. It's looking a little bit precarious, guys, but we'll pull it back. We'll pull it back. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, we're coming back here. They only have 3 cards in hand. What could they possibly have? Besides Fling, which just straight up kills us here. No, I don't think I want to do that. Let's draw. Snubhorn. We are far from 10 permanents. Well, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're not that far from enough permanents. I don't think we have the luxury of trying to bamboozle them with anything here. So I'm going to go get white mana. Play out our white mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Making this a 3/3 first strike is okay. It means I can get in front of this, but then we're taking 4 down to 10 from this. I think I'm going to Cartouche here. And then if they sack 1 artifact to Atog, I will Sigil's Blessing and try to get them. But then our Snubhorn Sentry never does anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can even lose 2 permanents here and be okay with it. Making this into a 2/3 doesn't do anything. I guess making this a 2/3, or like pumping this and then giving this +1/+1? That actually sounds sweet. Okay, I'm gonna pass like this. We'll block Atog with the warrior. And Sigil's Blessing to try to eat the Mirror Enforcer and force them to sack an artifact to pump the Atog. But I don't know how good that sounds. Could be okay, but I don't necessarily think it's good. Looks real bad against Galvanic Blast. Okay, so let's block like this. Block like this. And try to blow him out with Sigil's Blessing. No Galvanic Blast. One time, no Galvanic Blast. Read the card and don't Galvanic Blast in response. Please. They're gonna sack it. All right. So, will you Galvanic Blast now? No. Okay. So we only lose our warrior in this exchange, which is okay. Oh, they're gonna sack all of it. Oh. Well, they must just have Temur Battle Rage in hand. Good for you. Yup. What even was that? Tapping all their mana, pumping up their dude. We can only absorb like 3 of this 30 damage, so we're going to take 27 here? Sure. All right. Standard Bearer probably should have come in. Maybe Journeys? Ugh. Maybe Life Gain? I think Standard Bearers are too good against their combo. Standard Bearers make us a lot better against them, so I'm going to take out the Armorers for Standard Bearers, and we'll try it like that. They probably should have come in. I don't know if I would have drawn them that game, but you can't, you know, can't just live like that. I'm going to keep this. Going to make some blockers, going to try to make a beefy score Skyfisher. Lots of live draws. All right, it's our upkeep. We'll play Colony Garden and say go. What have you got now? Another Wombo Atog draw? Doesn't look like it. Cool. What's this? Ooh, Fists. Okay, this is like my favorite thing to do. So we're going to Fists up our plant, get some tokens, and then next turn we'll Core Skyfisher and Flayer Husk, pick up the Fists. If they want to use a removal spell on our plant, that's fine, but we're going wide here, team. We just got to draw one of those Gleeful Sabotages. All right, there's a Chromatic Star. One on 3 cards in hand. Frogmite's one of them. So that's good. At least we got that going for us. They're going to sack for red. And what's this? Atog already? Wow. Okay. They got the Tog out. All right, so let's Core Skyfisher, Hiccup Fist of Ironwood. Play out Thraben Inspector. It's got more toughness, so I can like stick all 3 of my guys in front of Atog, and then they've got 4 oh, no, that's still, he only sacks 1 artifact. So it's as good as chumping, really. And we'll pass. I don't know how fast this is. I don't know if this is going to be fast enough to beat Affinity. Probably not. This might help dig us to an answer. Wonder what this is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're going to Galv Blast Core Skyfisher. Okay. Sure. And here comes Frogmite. No Frogmite beats. Sounds good. Standard Bearer. Well, that's pretty good. All right, so I'll play a land. I think I'm going to play Blossoming Sands here. Play out Standard Bearer. Wonder if they have Metallic Rebuke. That would be such a blowout. No, they don't. Okay. Play out Flayer Husk. Just suit up our Thraben Inspector for attacking through Frogmites, and we'll pass. Gonna have to draw some of those pump spells here the once. Here soon, hopefully. Alright, see what opponent's gonna do. Nothing. I can deal with nothing. See what we draw. Cartouche. Alright, so let's play a land. We can play both of our spells even if we sack this clue, so I'm just gonna sack this real quick. What do we got? Soul's Attendant? Sure. Play out the Attendant. Play out the Fists on Inspector. Gain a bit of life. Yep. Always yes. And pass the turn. We draw Sprout Swarm, man. We are doing it. Lots of blockers for the ATOG. So I wonder what they're waiting on here. They're just going to play a land and pass by the looks. Okay. What do we draw? Land. Man, do we ever not want lands? Huh. Okay. We'll play one. Suit up Thraben Inspector. Make him a 3/2 first striker. I bet they have a removal spell in hand, but it's going to target Standard Bearer. So this will resolve. And they'll have to sacrifice 2 artifacts to do anything about it. Yep, sweet. Gains more life. I guess they can block it, eat an artifact, like just, yeah. But I think I'm going to force them to do that anyway. Or try to force them to do that. See how many blocks we can get out of them. Maybe taking the pump spells out wasn't great. Sure. Eat 1 artifact, let your ATOG live. Eat 2 artifacts, kill our Thraben Inspector. You can eat 2. That's fine. White. White and 1. What's this? Ray of Revelation, Art Cartouche. Okay. No problem. So, yeah, that's fine. We will suit up our, I don't know, a token. Make this 1/2. Because we're probably going to block ATOG with it. And pass. Oh, if we could just get our, if we could just find a Gleeful Sabotage, that would be so sweet. They're probably digging for their Kark clan shamans. I wonder if they'll attack. No attacks. Yep. We find Rancor. Rancor on this makes it into what? A 3/2 attacker? Yeah, that's pretty okay. Let's Rancor up the plant. We'll just keep suiting stuff up and attacking now. Nothing you can do about this opponent. Not even your Metallic Rebuke can stop us now. We'll go to attacks. See if they want to trade with a Frogmite. They're not. They're just going to take 3. All right. Cool. We will put this on our warrior token. And pass the turn. That way we at least have 1 blocker we don't care about putting in front of ATOG. And we want to keep our green creatures around for... oh, they found the shaman. Sure. Here goes our board, guys. Well, most of it anyway. Yeah. That's pretty bad. Even if we find our Conspire card now, it's pretty rough. Yep. There goes our board, the whole thing. Well, except for the warrior. That's actually pretty good. Having the attacker with vigilance, not super bad. They're down to 1 card in hand. I wonder if it's a 4/4. It's not. All right, let's find some go wide cards. Yep, gets in with Frogmite. We take 2. I wonder what they have in hand. Gleeful Sabotage. The worst timing. Oh, why? Why? Maybe we snap it off on the Springleaf Drum anyway. Probably. I'm gonna do that. So let's Gleeful Sabotage the Springleaf Drum and try to rancor up our warrior. Alright, so they have to sack an artifact to save their ATOC here. 2, 4, 6, 8. They don't have a red source. They can't kill us without a red source with anything, so I'm gonna attack here. Oh, it doesn't even, yeah. Doesn't even tap, just free damage. Alright, go ahead. There's a Prophetic Prism, there's a green source, or there's a red source, and another card. Geez, you're never lucky, opponent. See if they want to get in. They're going to get in with Frogmite. We're just going to take 2. They found the red source. That's a pretty precarious place to be. So we kind of have to leave a blocker back here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, because we're dead to Temur Battle Rage. So we have to at least leave one blocker back. 2 cards in hand. What could they be? What are we going to draw? Hopefully some gas. Because we're out of that. We're also only on 9 minutes here. It's like the longest Affinity match of my entire life. Alright, what have you got now? What have you got now, Affinity? You got a lot of time, so... Geez, where did I waste all that time? Just thinking through stuff, I guess. Yep. See what we draw. Colony Garden. That's not the worst. Alright, so let's try to get in with our warrior. And then we're going to suit up a Colony Garden token to get in front of this ATOC. Will you trade with Frogmite? You will. You're gonna this time. Alright. Sure. You will take 2. We get Rancor back. We play Colony Garden. Suit up the token. Which is kind of hilarious, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? We're blocking this ATOG every day of the week, so... Well, maybe not anymore. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. So if they play an artifact pre-combat, we gotta block ATOG. And they played an artifact pre-combat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. So we have to block it. They also have to sack an artifact to save it from the plant. But it gives them free attacks for the rest of the game. Well, unless, and yeah. Okay. Maybe they don't have it. There's old Snubsy. Come on down. 3-3. Snubsy is a good attacker. And a pretty decent blocker. I'm just gonna pass here so that we still have a blocker for ATOG. Maybe I want to pressure. Yeah, let's try to keep this pressure going. They don't have 2 red sources, so they can't Galvanic Blast. And I kind of feel like they would have used it. All right, they're going to trade with the plant. Yep. Sure, you take 1. Down to 10. We get back our Rancor. Let's try to suit up the Snubhorn. See if they'll let us. I feel like 1 Sen's Enlistment would have been pretty good here. This is probably also Galvanic Blast. They got the artifacts for it. Yeah. Galvanic Blast it is. So we're drawing dead again. Draw Harmonize. Yes, man. I would love to. Give me a Harmonize. Yes, please. So we're dead to Temur Battle Rage. If they have exactly Temur Battle Rage in hand, it's all over. Yeah. Here it comes. Oh, Affinity. Sure like being good, don't you? Are they just going to sack 1 for the attack? Yeah. I guess they want to dig a little bit deeper. All right, we're at 18. What do we draw? Colony Garden. All right. We'll suit up the token. Sprout Swarm would be sweet. Yeah, Sprout Swarm is a way that we could potentially get out of this at some point. So we're going to try to force them to keep sacking artifacts if they want to attack through a creature. See what this is. They're going to equip the Flare Husk. Yep. That's all right with me. So 2, 4, 6. And they don't have the mana to cast any of the spells we're worried about? Yeah, sure, you can get him for 2. Come on, money. Skyfisher, all right, sweet. So let's play Skyfisher, pick up Colony Garden, replay Colony Garden, and attack with this plant. And then re-equip to Core Skyfisher. Or actually, we'll probably re-equip to this. I don't know. Core Skyfisher is a way that we win the game, so I'm going to equip to it. Hopefully they don't just have another Galvanic Blast in hand, but they've seen quite a few cards now. All we have is a Chump Blocker, Temur Battle Rage getting ever closer to just straight up killing us. I would say if they attack here, they've got the Battle Rage. Mind you, if they don't, then they'll have to sack an artifact and be even further away. I think I might just block with Skyfisher. Yeah, like, what are you gonna sack? I'm gonna float red, probably blast this. I assumed they had the blast anyway. Oh, they're gonna sack their board. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh man, do they still have us? Do they still have 8 over its butt? So 16. 20. -4 is Exacxes. No way. No frickin' way. Come on. You don't, though. No, you don't. Oh, Affinity. Oh, we were so close. Oh, whatever. All right. Yep. Kept on the play. Let's do it. So sad. Oh man, yeah, that is the saddest. It was a sad moment. I sadded here. We got them in game 1. Like, it looked like we were going off in game 1. So we'll go with green mana, ranker up our Soul's Attendant. Doesn't look like our opponent's on a Disfigure deck, as it appears anyway. Let's see what this is. Might of the Masses. All right, this isn't really the Might of the Masses draw, but this is the suit up a Soul's Attendant and start beating draw. So we'll play out our forest, tap the forest, play our anchor, get in for 3. Put them up against it. Should have just played untapped planes in your deck, because we had the Soul's Attendant. Yeah, no, thanks for dropping in, Lynx. It's great to have you. We haven't quite been back to Martyr Cash quality. That deck was sweet, man. I will be forever living in the shadow. All right, let's see what this is. Maybe a Pacifism? I'm okay with Pacifism. Journey would kind of suck. Opponent's struggling to pay any mana. It's a Thraben Inspector, sure. All right, so, yep, I should always yes to this. F6'd, so I can't. Okay. We could attack right through this guy. What about the 5-0 brew? I guess so, yeah. I guess I did. Ooh, this looks like Pestilence. We are very bad against Pestilence. Ugh. All right, let's see what we draw. I guess Snubhorn Sentry's not that bad against Pestilence. Yeah, I guess I did. I guess I did get the Custody Squire deck. So do we just go get white mana here? Yeah, probably. So let's go get some white mana. Play out our 2 creatures. And get a Send online as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess 8. We can have 8 permanents by next turn. And Thraben Inspector can attack through Thraben Inspector when it's got a rancor on it. And I don't want to risk the Soul's Attendant just yet. Snubhorn Sentry. Yeah, when you're up against the tokens deck with Snubhorn Sentry in it, I would say you're pretty pumped to see all that nonsense across the table. We won't attack. They can't Pestilence next turn, so we're not super worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we just have to draw a land or a spell, which is any spell but our 5 non-creature spells. Which, knowing me, I'll draw one. Playing another tap land, so they get to Pestilence next turn. Unless this was the only other land in their hand, which is quite possible. What do we draw? Plains, sweet. All right, so here comes the Plains, and let's see if they want to... well, if I can cast both of these spells, let's just draw a card first. Because maybe Cartouche can kind of like bait out a removal spell, and then we know where to put our Rancor. Veteran Armor, eh? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's play with Armorer and pass. Because Armorer makes their plan a lot worse. And it also lets us attack him with our creatures. Which we're gonna do. So let's do that. I feel like they have Doomblade. Like, part of me feels like, yeah, we're down a permanent, but we have Rancor in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I attacked with the 0-4. Ah! I'm gonna punt myself. Probably not Slivers. The self punt. Oh my god. They didn't take the pump fake. They didn't block the Snubhorn. They're like, are there any spells that cost Phyrexian mana? And is this Disfigure Thraben Inspector? I don't know if it is. Like, you kill this, right? Yeah. They're gonna kill Armor. Oh, they're gonna kill that. All right, sure. We get back Rancor. I guess we're down quite a few permanents at this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, little fight, how you making out? We won a game against Affinity, which is about as much as I could hope for. I did have higher hopes for this deck. I really did. I thought this deck was going to do pretty good. But we're playing against Pestilence now. Lost a very close game to Affinity back there. Here comes Pestilence. Yep. Hello, Pestilence. Oh, just a Guardian? Okay, well, I can deal with that. All right, let's draw a green source. Please. Green source means we're online. But this is absolutely Pestilence. There was a Convoke deck for Pauper Ponderings recently. Green-white Convoke, which means it was a, just another permanent that makes 2 permanents that we can cast. Hell yeah. All right, so make a couple permanents. Suit up the Snubhorn, I think. Yeah, because then we can suit up the Germ to start getting around this Guardian, or to attack into the Guardian. Let's suit up the Snubhorn. I think it has the least chance of dying, but oh, man. Anynewprovince, ANP, just Jeff is fine. All right, so I'm gonna suit up the Snubhorn. I believe this absorbs the trample damage, right? Does protection absorb trample damage? Is that a thing that happens? What do we do now? They can't activate. Yeah, so does. Do you guys know? Does protection soak up the trample damage? Can I just assign 3 here and 3 to their face? Is that okay? Do y'all know? I guess I shouldn't just bank on it. Yeah, that is a weird thing. I'm gonna look it up. Opponent's probably like, they're looking up protection and trample. Trample still goes over? Okay. Okay, so in that case, I think we might as well leave the Flare Husk around for this turn. There's nothing that really blows us out here. So I'm going to get in with the Snubhorn Sentry. See how they block. Yep. Okay. Sure. Take 2. Down to 19. Snubsy's okay. You have to assign what would be lethal, but it doesn't care what it won't be. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. And they can't activate Pestilence twice to kill our armor next turn, so I'm going to keep the germ around. They can't kill any of our stuff with 1 Pestilence activation. They're probably going to want to do something about this armor. All right, let's see what this is. Probably Pestilence. Looks like it is. Yep. They can still only activate 3 times. So I'm going to suit up Snubhorn, put the Rancor on it, and start beating. Here's a land. Don't want lands. And put another Rancor here. So that's a good amount of trample damage, regardless of how many guys you get. And we'll get in. So I wonder if they're going to spend their turn Pestilencing. They can't kill this anyway. And they're going to take some trample. Take 5. And then I think I might... So Black Source means this dies. And they can kill this even if we put the Flare Husk on it. So I'm just going to pass. Even though it's making this Might of the Masses a lot worse, there's a lot of things this deck can do to make this Might of the Masses better in a hurry. And there's the other source. They can just kill this, too, with something. All right, looks like they're going to get in. No, they're just going to pass. Okay. Probably try to remove our Snubhorn somehow. Doomblade. Does this deck run Doomblade? They might just want blockers as well. There's Thraben Inspector, so let's play out Thraben Inspector. Draw a card. And go to combat. Well, we might as well play this land. Oh. There's literally a Doomblade in the yard. All right, so what are the chances they have Doomblade here? Pretty high, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get this up to 13. Like, we can just attack for lethal here, can't we? They block, take 8, take 13. No. So we can't attack for lethal here, but I am going to attack with the Snubhorn. Or I might just attack with attack with this. Only played 1 or 2. Yeah. It's kind of not relevant here. I guess if we attack with everything, and they go block, take 8, and take 13. No, they take 13 either way. All right, so let's just attack with Snubhorn and see what they want to do. They're probably going to block and start activating Pestilence, so I'll wait till they start doing that. All right, they're going to block. Sure. In response to the first Pestilence trigger, I will Might of the Masses my creature. Or maybe I should have just Might of the Masses it there, I guess. That probably makes a lot more sense. All right, so they can have activated 3 more times. Yeah, actually, they can just kill my board before Might of the Masses resolves. Oh, this is bad. This is quite bad. I probably should have just Might of the Masses there. On blocks. So Might of the Masses now, they activate 3 times in response, wipe our board, and kill our Snubhorn. Kill their own Thraben Inspector, we've got nothing. So I just shouldn't Might here, probably. I guess I can force them to take 3 more damage. Oh, yeah, this is tough. They could have also done it in response to us Might of the Masses-ing, I guess, and blocked with Guardian. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to Might of the Masses. I think I will just make them activate additional times. So they do it once more. This dies. Everything dies on the next one. Yeah. So if I do it now, I force them to do it again. Which doesn't really matter. Yeah, just everything dies on this one. But if I pump Veteran Armor with it, if I target Veteran Armor, they just activate again, and everything dies. Dang it! Yeah. Maybe just forcing them to lose the life here is worth it with all the rankers I have, but... yeah. Alright, we get our rankers back. That really sucked. Pestilence. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, that certainly felt like it. We don't have any answers for Guardian main deck anyway. I don't know if we have, besides Flare Husk, I guess. Alright. We'll pass. Are they going to continue to activate? Oh, they're going to sack the clue, okay. That was a little bit too much thinking. Man. Yeah, I have Journey, but they it's got protection against Journey, doesn't it? Because it targets? Yeah, Journeys are in the sideboard. Oh, not for Guardian. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I do have Journeys. Yeah, 2 Journeys. Most of my interaction is pump spells, because one of the only ways this deck can win is like stealing wins like that, which I came very close to doing. But, yeah. So let's see what this is. 5 mana, Custody Squire, get back. Raven Inspector? Ugh. Just Palace Sentinels, okay. They're gonna close this game out in a hurry. Yeah, it certainly will be. It's just hard to beat. It's hard to beat Pestilence with the tokens deck. There's almost reason enough to scoop here, but I'm gonna make them play it out. We can't steal the Monarch from them in any meaningful way. I guess we could like Skyfisher. Yeah, there's no getting away from this Guardian, I don't think. Colony Garden, the most menacing of Colony Gardens. Try to suit it up with a Flare Husk. And they will Pestilence. Shall we save it with a Might of the Masses? Maybe they won't, because they lose their lone missionary. Yeah, sure. Alright, we'll pass. Having even one more creature here would be pretty nice, but... yeah, definitely one of my worst matchups. Oh, we came so close against Affinity. It would have been really nice to put the W up there for that match. Round 1 was... or match 1, round 1, same diff. Was, whatchamacallit. Okay, they're gonna get in, so I guess we will go to trade with their lone missionary. Or wait. Okay, so if we block here, they're gonna try to Pestilence. No. That doesn't work. Let's trade with lone missionary. Thanks for dropping by, Lynx. Thank you so much. Good to have you. Good to see you again. It's been a little night. It's been a minute. Alright. Opponent's gonna do the Pestilence thing. Custody Squire gonna get back the lone missionary. Perceivably. What are you voting for? I've never had to vote for somebody else's Custody Squire before. Just first time for everything. Votes for Thraben Inspector. Okay. Oh, and it doesn't tell you which one. That's kind of brutal. So sometimes you just give them back too? Huh. Okay. Well, there's Thraben Inspector. Got your green-white Sapperling deck? Aw, yeah. Tight. I think we're pretty dead here. And where we're down on time, it probably makes sense to just scoop, but see if we can see any more of our opponent's tech without revealing any of our own. Well, there's Skyfisher. Let's scoop. Well, I don't know. Like, Skyfisher... pick up Colony Garden. No, picking up Colony Garden doesn't do anything. Neither does picking up Flare Husk. Yeah, so we can just like, we can do this. Suit him up. I should have Colony Garden, I guess, for Might of the Masses, but it probably won't matter. And we'll Rancor. I don't think they have a way to punish us for that. And pass the turn. See what they want to do. See what they can do. I wonder what's coming here. We will take any nondescript large amount of damage from them. They have 5 mana to be Pestilencing, so we're kind of okay. Yep, you get in. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And are you just going to activate Pestilence now? Because if they activate, like, I don't know, they're going to gain a bunch of life. There isn't a lot of ways we can win this. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Calibretto. I would not have known that. Not even a little bit. All right, so they're down to exactly how many black swords. So we can keep our core Skyfisher alive, but if it's not winning us the game here, it's not doing anything. So see what we draw. Armor. That's no good to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on board. They can drain us for 4. Hit them for 7. Hit them for 8. Plus 4 is 12, and we lose. So that's it. Pestilence. GG's. So you know what we bring in here, huh, gang? Spider Silk Armors. And a Veteran Armor. And we will take out some of our Might of the Masses are going to be bad. And our Sigil's Blessing is going to be bad. We don't have much more of a sideboard for this deck. I guess we could, like, out-life gain them. Yeah, we should probably bring in a Gleeful Sabotage or 2 over the Sigil's Blessing, because we might not ever get the opportunity to go wide, which also makes this worse, but at the very least it blows up a... Actually, like, the next Gleeful Sabotage is probably better than the first Spider Silk Armor. At least now we have 4 of those effects. I'd like to have 5. What can we take out to make it 5? Spread Swarm is a lot worse without any... Our whole deck is a lot worse without any of those effects on the field. So I guess we might just have to swallow it. Go to 1-4 tonight. Just settle with it. Or is this only match 3? I guess we're only match 3. All right, we'll play first. This hand is like borderline unplayable. So we have to mulligan. Have enough lands in my deck to be wanting more lands than that. I'll keep this. And Sentry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the 8th permanent, so I'm okay with keeping that on top. It looked like it was actually going to kind of be an issue for them to deal with at first, but they sure proved us wrong, huh, gang? These Flare Husks should help. All right, here comes Flare Husk. They probably have, like, Shrivels, too. All right, there is Scoured Barrens. All right. We're just going to Veteran Armor here, get a bear on board. And then next turn, we can Snubhorn, Flare Husk, and hopefully start getting those beats going. I guess Armor isn't, like... Spider Silk Armor is probably just better than Veteran Armor, because they just killed us with the first 2 pings. Which really blows. That's kind of a missed call. Leaving that Spider Silk Armor in my board feels kind of silly now. All right, what's this? Ash Barrens. Okay, so let's go get green mana, because we are going to need that. And we will Snubhorn Sentry, Rancor up our armor, and get in for some damage. We're going to be getting in for a lot of damage next turn. If they just don't do anything, then it's going to be pretty sweet. So we'll see what they've got. We're looking kind of like an aggressive deck here. No cards in hand. They have 7. So I can't talk too much big game here, but we'll see what they're all about on their side of the board. If this is like bounce land, I am just in glee. You're going to Doomblade the Armor. That's okay. No land drop. Oh, man. All right, come on. What do we draw? Flare Husk. Cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we're there. All right, so let's rancor up the Sentry. Play a Flare Husk. Play a Flare Husk. We're ascending! Hashtag blessed, hell you tech. Congrats on the top of the the standings, by the way. We're ascending against Pestilence. We're ascending to the top of the standings, just how you ascended to the top of the trophy list. How are you doing today, hell you tech? If they just have another Doomblade for this, then good for you, but I think we got him. 2 toughness. No, we don't even just win next turn, but I feel like we're in pretty good shape to do so. I guess you're right. I guess just pure trophies isn't always an indication. We'll sack a germ, get the turn back. We can still use that 1 damage though. See what this is. Skyfisher. Okay. So I think I just get in, leave damage on the board this turn, try to assure that we have lethal next turn. They go to 2. We play Skyfisher. Pick up our Flare Husk. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear you say that. You always stream in the morning, and I wish I could grab you, man. But I'm a 9 to 5er, which in a different time zone would probably work out for yours. But I'm always trying to follow your successes. We won, sweet. We beat Pestilence, guys. We did it. They got mana screwed though, so whatever. Okay, bring that Spider Silk in. Jeez. And take out an armor. I might even take out, maybe I'll just get more aggressive. Like the armor is actually a trap here. The armors actually aren't that good against this deck. So let's bring in Sigil's Blessing because they will just steal this game out of the water. And we'll go like that. All right, guys, cross your fingers. Let's win a match. Let's live the dream. Yeah, I'm happy to have you here, Heliotech. Ugh. Okay, well, this isn't a great opener, but I'm going to keep it. We start gaining life and going wide pretty quickly. Bouncing Cartouche with Core Skyfisher is something I like to do. They got Thraben Inspector. Okay. This deck is all about ascending as fast as possible, which eventually that idea became diluted just by virtue of not being able to play a deck that plays all cartouches and nothing else, more or less. So that's kind of how this one came about. So we're trying to get Snubhorn Sentry up to a 3/3 as fast as possible, just to kind of like see, because I think there's a bit of stipulation. It's like, is Snubhorn Sentry? Yeah, kind of. The cool thing about it is we have recursive things like Rancor and Flare Husk. So when we suit something up, we do so with a little bit less worry. We're going to play Colony Garden here anyway, so that we can hit our 3rd untapped land to play Spider Silk Armor. So I think I'm just going to play out... I want another white source so bad. But I think I'm just going to play out Soul's Attendant, play out Colony Garden, and pass. I feel like they're going to get up to... Yeah, it's kind of a mixture of everything, and it's all met in the middle to try to make Snubhorn Sentry a playable card. So we're trying to see if Snubhorn Sentry is playable. Looking a little harsh for old Snubsy here, but we'll see what happens. Next turn, we're going to Cartouche. Maybe we'll Cartouche, get another white mana, play out Snubhorn Sentry, and then the turn after we can Skyfisher back the Cartouche and Cartouche the Skyfisher, which is probably pretty okay. That lets Soul's Attendant start attacking into this Thraben Inspector. Opponent having a good think over there, closing down that time gap. Skyfisher going to pick up the Thraben Inspector. You're not going to be happy about this Spider Silk Armor. I wonder, they didn't make their land drop again here. Why would you cycle this away? Okay, all right. Never mind. Never mind. So we're okay with hitting Spider Silk the turn after. So if they play Pestilence, we'll play Spider Silk. Rancor. Oh, this is tempting. This is tempting. It's tempting to just Cartouche and Rancor here. But I think we're going to... But need some work. You know what? And I hate to say that, I kind of talked about it in my deck tech. The first shell that worked with Snubhorn Sentry was actually the Naya Domain deck. And that honestly did like a pretty freaking great job of things. Like, it just really did. I think I'm just going to try to boggle up the old Snubsy here. Well, we're picking this up next turn anyway. So I'm going to throw this on Snubhorn Sentry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we actually are just going to try to hit 10 permanents next turn and start attacking. Hopefully. Put 2 Rancorns on a Snubhorn Sentry and just like beat down is the plan. Wouldn't mind a Gleeful Sabotage here. Gleeful Sabotage would be pretty okay. Because then we could like pick up the garden, replay the garden. Also pretty bad against Pestilence. Tap black mana. Alright, so Pestilence coming down next turn with a single activation. Here comes the Skyfisher. So we might be priced into just playing the Spider Silk Armor, which means without a land, we don't hit our permanents. Land. Gleeful Sabotage. Okay, it's still a sorcery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Skyfisher seems mad though. It's really just for the evasion. It's something to put our Rancors on if they end up dealing with the rest of our board. Pretty much. But you're like, I respect your opinion a lot, so you could absolutely be right. So if I Spider Silk here, it doesn't really get us that far. Actually, Spider Silk lets us attack for a good amount. So I'm going to Spider Silk. See if they have an answer for that. That also lets us block their Skyfisher with our Snubhorn. Pretty good. So we get down Spider Silk. And I think we're going to attack with our Warrior. And our Soul Sister. She's starting to mean less and less. Yeah, Soul Sister and Skyfisher, it's really a bit of a confused thing to be doing. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, no, I see what you mean now. It's picking up the permanents. It's supposed to be picking up Fists of Ironwood, which makes 2 permanents, or it makes 3 permanents when it enters the battlefield, but alas, it has not done so. We all about that Snubhorn. Trying to be. Yeah, there's the Doomblade. Okay. That's all right. Maybe, well, Skyfisher wouldn't have been a great play there because we would have targeted the Cartouche and then it would have been screwed. So now, like, our backup plan is still okay. Like, we can Skyfisher, unless they have a Guardian. If they have a Guardian, we're in pretty rough shape. We can still sabotage their first Pestilence. There's Sanctifier. Is going to blow up our Spider Silk Armor. That's a bummer. All right, sure. Get in with your Skyfisher. Yep, probably. I would assume. Kind of a free attack. We all about that Snubhorn, though. Yeah, we're trying to be all about that Snubhorn. All right, opponent's still not on the black mana to activate Pestilence when it hits the battlefield. Oh, there's Fists. I just might Rancor attack. Or I guess... Yeah. I think I'm just going to Skyfisher here, actually. Because we want to have a way to start dealing with stuff. We'll pick up Colony Garden. Hopefully they are not slow rolling a black source here, and will at least resolve our Blossoming Sands on Core Skyfisher. How's the situation with 0/1 token from Garden? Can it attack as it doesn't? Yeah, so it just says all that. Sometimes it's an O2, which is like really awkward, but sometimes it's just being silly. All right, play Pestilence and do very little with it and let us blow it up. That would be tight. Is this going to be Pestilence? It's probably going to be Pestilence. They're going to see how much blocking we want to do. I'll block their ground creatures. They're just going to pass. All right. Well, we found another Skyfisher. I'm assuming this is Doomblade on our Skyfisher, but it could also be Disfigure on our Skyfisher. That's kind of alright too. So let's attack. They've kind of got a Stonewalled on the ground. I'm assuming Pestilence is pretty good at stonewalling you on the ground. We got no way to battle a Disfigure here. So if it is Disfigure, then you got us. They're gonna block. Alright. Is it just a chump? Looks like it's a chump. Or it's having the impression of a chump. And we will just run back the Skyfisher back a Colony Garden plan. Gain some more life, do the thing, you know, that whole chestnut. Yeah, I'm really glad the garden still works. As a matter of fact, it's like almost crucial to this deck. Okay, let's try to rancor up our other Skyfisher and see if they just want to try to fizzle the rancor. I think that might be what's going on here. They don't. All right, well, we got a clock. Potentially. They're going to Grim Harvest back their Core Skyfisher, okay. As an infinite blocker for our Core Skyfisher, presumably. So they're just going to replay Skyfisher, bounce Thraben Inspector, replay Thraben Inspector, let Skyfisher die, get back Grim Harvest. Is that where we're headed? There's Skyfisher, yep. Sure. Get back Thraben Inspector. Or get back Sanctifiers to blow up our Rancors? That seems kind of weird. Thraben Inspector. And leaving up mana to get their thing back. You can just, yeah, they're going to draw a card. Okay, so they can't get back Grim Harvest here. That's some amount of reassurance. I'm probably just going to play this Fists out soon just to start like going wide. There's a land. Skyfishers with Rancor are decent. Yes, decent they are. So let's attack with them. Given that that's what we're probably doing this turn. Want it on 3 cards in hand. They're going to take 8. Cool. I'm always down with you taking 8, opponent. I think they're trying to get up to 3 Pestilence activations in a single turn. And they might go out of their way to like 1, 2, 3, 4. So they only have 2 Pestilence activations here. They're going to leave the Skyfishers around? No, Guardian. Great. Ugh. I hate you. I hate you, Dad. Guardian of the Guild Pact is my dad. But no, my dad's actually cooler than Guardian of the Guild Pact, so excuse me for saying that, Dad. All right, well, I don't know that we run out Snubhorn Sentry. I think we sandbag creatures till we deal with their Gleef, or till we deal with their thing. Oh, we don't have the City's Blessing. So they're a black mana off of getting 3 activations, but I'm not too concerned with that. So let's get in with our Skyfishers, and I think I'm just going to play the Sentry out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 permanents. All right, they're going to Grim Harvest back their Core Skyfisher. They're going to Disfigure our Core Skyfisher, sure. That's fine. Take 4. Yep, we get back Rancor. They've got 1 card in hand. I wonder if that card is Doomblade. I hope that card is not Doomblade. And I also hope they're at least a mana off of 3 activations worth of Pestilence. All right, don't have exactly black mana Pestilence. It can't be that likely that you do. Please. Value. All right, they're going to get Palace Sentinels down. We're going to get to steal that, I think. 1 CMC 3/3. Doing it. We're doing it, gang. So I'm assuming they have the removal spell for this. All right, they're going to draw. Flare Husk. Come on. Spider Silk Armor. Don't mind if I do. All right, so let's try to Spider Silk. Took some work, but we got there. 10 out of 10 got there. All right, we got some big teams. We got a big team now. Let's trample over and steal the Monarch. And hopefully we draw one of our Anthem spells that they can't deal with. Looks like they have... Come on! Oh, okay, Prismatic Strands. That's not that bad. Sure. Yep. Don't take 6. And they're going to start drawing mad cards here. Luckily, they have to, like, sweep the board pretty good if they want to, kind of all in one go. They want to maintain the monarchy. Sigil's Blessing would be insane. I can't believe it's out. They can recur this to blow this up, I guess. We're playing the time game for sure. So I'm going to have 6. 6 minutes on the clock. You gonna get him with some beats? Just the Guardian, okay. They have Flashback Prismatic Strands next turn, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna run out this Fists on our turn for more Edict Protection. I'm gonna get in with Palace Sentinels too. Okay, we'll take 4. I wonder what they found. A Doomblade for our core Skyfisher? No. Okay, so they're going to keep their Doomblade. They're pretty sure we're not on the Vines plan. All right, so let's cycle this for green. No, I guess we're getting a white. And we will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toughness. So best case scenario, we get to kill... Yeah, I don't really see much value in playing this on anything down here to give it trample. I guess putting it on him would have made sense. So we're going to gain some more life. Go a bit wider. Get some more 1/2s. Attack with Core Skyfisher. Make them use their Prismatic Strands. Hopefully they don't draw like 100 more Prismatic Strands. Yep. Sure. F6. We have 6 to the F. 6 to the F out, opponent. They're gonna wrath our board so hard. Ugh. But then we're gonna blow up their Pestilence, so at least we got that going for us. Wonder what they have in hand now. Probably another Prismatic Strands. To protect the monarchy. Alright guys, let's play fast. Blossoming Sands, we'll play it, gain some life. Opponent on the hair trigger. On the hair trigger right now. They have exactly 4 blockers back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 attackers, they have 4 blockers. But I guess we don't get to continue being the Monarch, so let's do this. Maybe they chump with Core Skyfisher, maybe they block with Core Skyfisher and have Disfigure. Disfigure doesn't save their Skyfisher. I guess I can just Grim Harvest it back. So we'll get to be the Monarch. Yep. I think we still get trample damage in. Yeah, so we become the Monarch. Their Core Skyfisher dies. Is the mest of meh. Yeah, I'm feeling thoroughly med right now. Oh, I guess they just get it back with Guardian anyway. Yeah, play fast. One extra card for us can be a big deal. Yep, get our anchors back. Get our rankers back. They're going to Grim Harvest our core Skyfisher. No black mana to fizzle our rankers, which is pretty reassuring. And I don't think they have enough toughness to put in front of our guy, so let's tap our mana. Ranker, Snubhorn. Ranker, the Snubhorn, and pass turn. We draw a card. Colorless creature to block your Guardian. Is this going to be it? Are they going to pull the trigger on the Pestilence? Are they finally ready to pest? To pest or not to pest? We can't do anything here. They're going to get the Monarch back again. So that's good. We can just do everything we can to make sure they can't block. All right, you're going to get Snubsy. We get our rankers back. I'm perfectly happy rankering up whatever, man. Even this Flare House next turn? That's pretty rad. Instant speed graveyard hate? No, of course not. What's this? Palace Sentinels, get back the Monarch. Guilt-free Monarch get. How do we not have that always yesed? Moto, are you trying to trick us? There's a Skyfisher. We will just click here infinitely, mostly. And no Pestilence yet. Leaving up some mana for their Doomblades and stuff. We find our own core Skyfisher. So let's play out Skyfisher. Tap this for get this stuff. Get our Colony Garden. Trigger. Yep. Should always yes to that. I'll always yes it here. And tap some green. Ranker up our Skyfisher. Play a Flare Husk. They might have had the Doomblade. That's why I'm not playing the other ranker here. Last turn. Wish I had another Flare Husk to put on this Flare Husk. This is close, man. This is close. This is way closer than I want it to be. Are they finally gonna Pestilence? No, just a Guardian. I can deal with Guardian. I can live with that. Yep. 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 What do we find? Snubhorn Sentry. All right. So let's rank her up the Skyfisher. Do you have Doomblade? You're going to cycle Ash Barrens. Yep. Play a Snubhorn Sentry. Gain some life, go to combat. Steal back the Monarch. Hopefully. Get in. Yeah, we just have to try not to dirtle super hard. Our opponent's pretty good at dirtling, but we're trying not to dirtle as hard as them. Yep. Trample damage. Yep, yep. Nothing we really care about doing on their end step, or even in our second main phase. We're just gonna have 6. Don't care about any of this nonsense. Whoa! What just happened? Why is Core Skyfisher on the battlefield with 3 damage assigned to it? What? It's got 2 creatures in it. Now this hand's better. I'll keep Skyfisher on top, bouncing our fists. Bounce those fists. All right, so we're gonna actually not be able to get turn 2 fists down. An opponent is on burn. So that's a huge bummer. We're actually gonna bounce our gain land. And hopefully draw into one of our Soul Sisters. We have 3 more Soul Sisters in the sideboard. to hopefully deal with burn, but I don't know. I don't know, man. 3 Soul Sisters, deck that doesn't draw a bunch of cards. Feels good, man. Yep, Needle Drop draws a card. Burn opponent, hitting their land drops. We have no lifelink. Maybe we should have included something with lifelink. Like the cat, I guess. The cat is a good persistent permanent. Persistent permanent. Oh, come on. Come on, mouse. I don't need this nonsense from you today. So we're just going to Skyfisher back our gain land. We'll have no problem playing this next turn. We will have problems playing that next turn. So maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, let's just get an untapped land. Pass. Ugh, goddamn burn. You think you feel all high and mighty and powerful for a minute, and then you run into the burn deck. At first I was like, and then I was like, this is why we have those Soul Sisters in the main deck, though. We got outs. We got outs. Opponent watching the deck tech, trying to find out what the hell we're doing. I'm definitely the only Moto player on turn 1 Blossoming Sands, turn 2 Core Skyfisher pick up my land. They're gonna cycle Forgotten Cave and pass. Oh, and they're currently 2-1. That's not good news for us. And what's this? Lava Spikes us. Ugh. So they have enough cards in their hand to kill us next turn. That's good. Thank you, MTG bot. Alright, let's start building up to Sprout Swarming. See if we can at least turn this Core Skyfisher into a problem for them. Maybe they'll remove it here. I don't know. They're gonna Fire Blast Skyfisher. Okay. I think we were dead next turn. If you didn't do that, but okay. I guess they might think we have ways to gain life in here. So I'm actually gonna tap this to do a bit of thinning. Get a green mana. In general, first game, I'm probably not favored. Second game, I've got the Soul Sisters to do the trick, hopefully. But yeah, they got our Skyfisher. Our clock's gone. We're just dead. They're definitely favored pre-board. Post-board, I think it's still kind of a coin flip. It's really hard. Like, Cop Red isn't very good in this deck. There's only 20 lands in it. So, you know, you do what you can. They're gonna Chain Lightning us down to 6. And you're gonna put us to 2. You're just gonna fade burn spells for the rest of the game. Like, Soul Sister into Fists of Ironwood would be, you know. Okay, I think I just don't want to show them anything else. All they saw was Core Skyfisher Cartouche. We're dead. We're dead to any non-creature spell. Burn's got all kinds of those. So long as everybody is cool with us saying we're dead there, I'm cool with saying we're dead there. They don't necessarily know we're on tokens. These Soul Wardens are absolutely coming in. We want to win the game quickly. I don't know that Veteran Armor is that good. Like, if our opponent's wasting time electrickerying, then I can't really get that is less than Brun. It's brown in French. Our Standard Bearer is okay. I don't think we're slow enough that Standard Bearers matter. We probably want to do something besides Standard Bear. So we've got our 3 sideboard cards. Got enough Veteran Armorers for as many Electrickeries as they might draw and play. I think we're going to go down our Sigil's Blessings, maybe. Go down 1 Sigil's Blessing for sure. I might even go down Armorers. Like, how many? Yeah, by the time Electrickery is a blowout on us, we're just dead anyway. Sigil's Blessing can straight up steal games. Like, it's actually just better than Might of the Masses. So I'm going to take out the Mights. And yeah, I love this card, man. I think this card's great. Yeah, I love it. I think it's better than Might of the Masses. It's harder to cast, but I think it's a really good card. When I resolved it in practice, it did, like, it's, the only reason there isn't 4 in here is because I didn't have enough time to test the 4th one. I at least got 2 games in with 3 of them, and it felt pretty good. Sprout Swarm's probably way too slow here. I'm going to take out the Sprout Swarms. I'll probably bring in a Standard Bearer. I might even go down 1 armor for a Standard Bearer. And run it like that. Yeah, it needs a good shell for sure. That's true. That's true. That might be why you don't see a lot of them around. Well, turn one Soul Sister. Which I'm probably not even going to play on turn 1. I'm probably just going to play out this dorky Snubhorn Sentry. Or no, I'm probably actually going to play Colony Garden. And then I'll play... Oh man, this is tough. So it's actually, yeah, it's probably Blossoming Sands. And then next turn, Untap Plains. Or next turn, Soul Warden Colony Garden. Probably, yeah. Like the mana's like the decks that want it are probably so slim on lands that they're like so slim on lands that they might not be able to consistently hit that 2-colored mana when it has to. But I'm up to 20 lands in this deck, plus Thraben Inspectors to draw cards. Our lands make creatures that we can suit up sometimes, and many of our permanents are 2-for-1s. Like this can be a 2-for-1. This can be, never mind. These 2 things are 2-for-1s. But they're the only 2-for-1s that are 2-for-1s. All right, opponent is going to give us the turn back. Find a Thraben Inspector. So let's play with Standard Bearer. And see if they just want to remove it outright. And the next turn we'll play Soul Warden, Colony Garden, Thraben Inspector. All right, let's see if they just want to bolt the Standard Bearer, get it over with. Actually, I think they have to target Standard Bearer with their first spell. So if they have an Instant Seed burn spell they want to cast here, it's got to go at the Bearer. And they're going to bolt it. Yep. We'll see what happens here. Tap out. Sweet. So we're going to get some value off this Soul Warden. I see it dying in the very near future. Okay, let's play Warden. Play Colony Garden. Play Thraben Inspector. Yeah, it's definitely the 2 colors that stops people from playing a bunch of them. Or maybe I'll like Cartouche. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough here. I don't want to Cartouche the Soul Warden because they're going to hit it. Opponent going to have a think. Like, Searing Blaze is still fine. Play out our Colony Garden. Yep. Trigger. It might be in there somewhere. Somehow. A deck with rankers and battle screeches in this wonderful brave world that is possibly Pauper Playable. Battle Screech and Triplicate Spirits were early cuts for this deck. I found that I wanted to start cheating on mana about as early as I could. And so I did. Alright, let's see what they want to do here. Got a good few options. I don't see them not removing the Soul Warden. Ooh, they only have a Thermo Alchemist. Okay, sure. You gain a life. I would have removed it before I played out my Thermo Alchemist there, but, you know, to each their own. All right, so this is actually probably just going to be Standard Bearer, Cartouche up the... No, this is tough. Standard Bearer keeps the Soul Warden online. So we could, like, Core Skyfisher back an untapped land, play the tapped land, to play the land back untapped, play with Standard Bearer. Like, I don't feel like they have the answer here, and they might do it in response to Core Skyfisher. So let's Skyfisher. Actually, we could just Cartouche up Skyfisher. Like, that feels pretty good too. That puts Skyfisher out of range of a lot of spells. They're going to see if they want to do it now. Because if they remove this, I am 100% just going to... They're not going to. Okay. So Skyfisher picks up land. We get a trigger. Play the land. Try to get down another standard bearer. And we'll pass the turn. We're at 25. Will you just remove another one of our standard bearers? They're probably like, this deck is so stupid. They're going to ping us, remove the standard bearer, and then probably Searing Blaze Soul Warden. Nope, just pinging with Thermal Alchemist. How could they not have spells to remove our stuff with? Isn't that strictly what this deck does? Oh, they just have a bunch of 2-costing creatures? Well then. It's not too bad. Yep, and then they're going to remove standard bearer. I just finished 4 games with burn. Oh man, must feel pretty dang good. Yep, they're going to Chain Lightning our standard bearer. And then will you Fire Blast our Soul Warden? Because that's pretty tight. No, you will not Fire Blast our Soul Warden. All right, let's play out our hand. So let's try to Cartouche the Skyfisher. See how they feel about that. Fire Blast it. Do it. They're going to let it resolve. Cool. We will play out a snub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's ascend a Snubhorn Sentry. If there's gonna be action, I want there to be action now. So, actually, yeah, if they want to Fire Blast Skyfisher and leave us with a Soul Warden, then cool. You're gonna let that resolve. All right, let's attack with Skyfisher. So I'm assuming they're not removing anything here. Yep, still only one, yeah. No reason to start alpha striking. Brune again? Oh, well, this is game 2. We just scooped mega fast. We didn't lose the whole match that fast, but we scooped pretty fast. Is this Fire Blast our core Skyfisher? I don't know why you wouldn't have done it in response to the Rancor. Yeah, it is, okay. Sure. 2 cards in hand, each of which do 6. Pretty scary. Yep, we get our Rancor back. Rancor for our Snubsy. And here comes the turn. Burn is crazy, man. Like, I don't know. When I've played net decks, I've had trouble beating them. Bruno Mars. You tried to type Bruno Mars and you couldn't do it. I guess they only have the 1 untapped land, so it's not as scary, but it's still kind of scary. Are you going to finally remove this Soul Warden? I guess it's not that, not that offending to them. They might remove this Snubsy in response to the Rancor. Keyboard had it all wrong. All right, they just 3 us. Okay, cool. Untap their board. Well, 1 card in hand. We're at 14. Got lots of token generation. Ooh, nice. All right, so let's do this. Gain a bunch of life. I wonder if they have Gut Shot? Probably not. Having a good read of Fists, though. I maybe shouldn't have put it on Snubhorn. Maybe should have put it on something a little less assuming, because the first time they decide to remove a creature, it'll be going as Snubhorn. That or they're trying to Fire Blast the Snubhorn. Come on. Let it resolve. It's no big deal. We'll just draw Core Skyfisher and cast it again. It's fine. It's cool. Just let it happen. Just live with it. Yep. All right, no way they can kill it after it's resolved. Yeah? It's always correct to fist the Snubhorn. All right, let's attack with a 5/3 Trampler. Do you want to chump? Opponent? Chump with anything? Chumps? Nope, gonna take 5. Cool. Go ahead. I'm gonna start going wide now. See, Sigil's Blessing would be nuts here. Like, we could win, right? Like 8, they block 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I guess we're 1 short with Sigil's Blessing. All right, let's see what they want to do. Are you finally going to remove the Soul Warden, or are you going to keep going face with that stuff? Looks like they're just going to pass. Probably with Searing Blaze. Online. Either Searing Blaze or Electrickery? No, just Lava Spike. Okay. Still pretty bad. Lava Spike dealing 5 here. All of their burn spells deal 5 damage. Draw. A Colony Garden. Well, that's sweet. Let's draw a card before we go playing any Colony Gardens. Snubsy. Okay, so let's play Colony Garden. And play out another 3. Actually, let's get in with this one first. Or should we attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So I think it's worth attacking with everything here. Because I can't just, like, you know. They're gonna have to do something. Unless they can just win next turn, I guess. Yep. Cool. So they take 7. As long as they can't win next turn, we're okay. They're gonna ping. They're going to ping. And are you gonna kill Soul Warden? No. They're just pinging. Okay. Cool. For the F6 value? Okay. We're at 10, guys. No 2 burn spells. No 2 burn spells that you can cast off those 2 lands. No 2 burn spells. Come on. One time. Nice. Oh. I think we won. We're like close to it. We're closer than we were. 1 card in hand. No fear in their hearts. The draw is a Soul's Attendant. Well, any more creatures matter now. And they're going to have to chump one of these Snubhorns. So let's go to attacks. Attack with everything that is worth attacking with. Nope. We can't recur the Fist of Ironwood. I wish we could. That's a pretty crazy play. If that was like Core Skyfisher, woo, would have been out of here. Oh yeah, they can't Fire Blast. Right. They might have been trying to. So they have to use one of their crucial pingers to block a Snubhorn. You still take 2 there. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to 2. And you lose 2 of your pingers. So we go to 7. Virtual 6. They've got 1 card in hand. If it deals 4, we go to so we have to fade another burn spell. Essentially. We just have to fade a burn spell that deals 3. Let your stuff die without tapping them. Oh, come on. Leave a little value on the table for once. Yep. You're at 2. There's no difference between 1 and 2. I guess we would attack with the Soul Warden both times there. But I think keeping this alive means more. Lava Spike puts us to what? Oh, come on, man! Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Don't slow roll it. What are you trying to slow roll here? Like so many things just make us dead. Oh, we won. Okay. Sweet. Well, that was the burn sideboard. Wonder if we expect Electrickeries here. The Mites would have been awesome. I think we got to bring the Mites back in. But they might bring in Electrickery. So I think we were fine. I think that was a good sideboard. Let's run it back like that. See what Burn has to say about us winning that game. We're up to 4 wins, by the way, here. We're up to 4 wins all day, team. And 6 losses. But there's 7 losses now? 6 losses. Ooh, Snubhorn Selesnya. 2, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay, 6 losses is correct. We're snubbing, man. We're trying to snub them. Snub this burn deck. See what happens. And they decide to play first. Well, that is ludicrous. Thank you very much, Helutech. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is my professional attire. Bet you couldn't tell. Opponent's on tap land. I don't think we go turn 1 Soul Sister. Land. Let's go. Let's go turn 1 Snubhorn. See how many permanents we can get out, how fast. We'll target it with a oh, I want to play this out before I target it with a cartouche. Smooth. I try to be smooth. Not professional life, not going super smooth right now, but it kind of is. It kind of is. But it's I expect the exceptional. Okay, look, we're gonna get some instant value out of our Soul Warden now. All right, so let's play out Soul Warden. Cartouche up our Snubhorn Sentry. Gain some life. Yep. Attack with Snubhorn. It's out of Searing Blaze range. You can't Fire Blast it or anything. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can ascend next turn, as long as they don't kill anything. I presume they're going to kill a Soul's Attendant here, though. Chain Lightning on the Snubhorn. Okay, you gonna 2-for-1 yourselves on our Snubhorn Sentry? Because that's pretty rad. Yeah, maybe I should wear a tie. I feel a little overdressed, though, most days. Like, I really do. Or are they gonna Needle Drop it? I guess Needle Drop isn't a 2-for-1. Yeah. Still, I'd rather you have them targeting this guy than this guy. Now I don't have to try nearly as hard to ascend. All right, removal spell on our Soul's Attendant? No? Don't feel like it? That's cool. All right, turn comes back to us. We find a Core Skyfisher, so that's a good target for Cartouche. Let's Cartouche up the Warrior. Will this inspire a removal spell on the Soul's Attendant, I wonder? They're going to Lightning Bolt the Warrior. Okay, sure. I don't know why they're not removing the Soul's Attendant. Like, it's just kind of obvious. Unless they knew we were trying to, Snubhorn is getting the attack. It's a Lightning Rod. It's a Lightning Rod. It's doing it. We would love to use Soul's Attendant's ability. All right, pass back to you. Yeah, I don't know why they're not. I mean, they could be all right. It could be okay here. If we can resolve this Fists while it's on the battlefield, I'm going to feel pretty far ahead, but they're hitting lands. Firebrand Archer, yep. We'll gain a life. We get the first life up front from the Firebrand Archer. They are, though. They're going to shock the Soul Sister, finally. Yep. Why are you playing Shock? Like, do you... There's a Soul Sister. So let's... Skyfisher back a land. Play out another Soul Sister. We're at 18 and they have 1 card in hand. Like, I'm feeling pretty good here. And pass the turn. I don't want to give them any free attacks. I don't want to trade this Soul Sister with an attack. I want to trade it with a burn spell. It kind of feels like they're trying to be a control deck here. We still got bears. We just gotta keep drawing spells. Burn's drawing lands and we're drawing spells. So I guess they're not in like, they're not having the particularly luckiest game. They're gonna bolt the Soul Sister. We'll take 2. Yep. And will you attack? No. They're gonna Lava Spike us. We'll take another 2. No cards in hand. And what do we find? The Raven Inspector. I think I kind of want to play a Thraben Inspector here. I'd feel better blocking a Firebrand Archer about it, and I'd rather draw a card than play a Veteran Armorer next turn. So I'm going to do that, and that lets us get in with this Skyfisher without really having to worry about Firebrand beats. Let's see what our opponent's up to. We're at 11. It's not like we're home free or anything here. Attack. No. All right. What do we find? Plains. Let's draw a card. It's a Thraben Inspector. We'll play a Plains. Go to combat. Attack with a couple of beaters. They're not going to do anything about it. They're just going to let us get in. They're down to 14. Played another Thraben's. More card draw for next turn. We'll pass. And next turn, I'll probably play the Armorer to pump the Inspectors, get them up to good blocking speed if they don't attack here. I doubt they ever make an attack, though. It does make Skyfisher a lot better, actually. They're going to straight up hardcast Riftbolt. Yeah, so maybe I should have done the Veteran Armorer plan there, but anyway. It is what it is. So we'll get the turn back. We draw a Standard Bearer. Alright, so I think it's just Veteran Armorer. And get in with our Thraben Inspectors. Let's just attack with one. We can't give them that much time. Like, we're kind of getting mana screwed here, but we're kind of okay. We're still casting spells, so it's not a huge deal. But they can kill us in very few turns. Like, does 2 burn spells kill us here? Each burn spell does 5. Yes, so 2 burn spells kills us here. But our opponent finds another land. So that's all right. What do we find? Plains. All right, so let's draw a card. Plains. Oh, man. Like, give us a green... Let us go wider. We don't necessarily want to block with Standard Bearer. But if we must, we'll block with Armorer. All right, let's get in with our Inspectors, see if they want to make any blocks. Doesn't look like they will. Standard Bearer makes us not dead next turn, which is nice. We can't put any more pressure on them without giving them an opportunity to just wreck us. So they found another land. Holy crap. I'd be the saltiest friggin' burn player in the world right now. And they're probably gonna Searing Blaze. Yeah, okay. So we take 5. Down to 4. Any burn spell kills us. Fists. We're probably just dead here. We have to leave back Brunt. We have to leave back a bunch of blockers. Yeah. I guess sometimes you find a bunch of lands. Maybe Burn was supposed to remove our creatures that whole time. Who knows? We got no clock now. Burn spells game. Is it a burn spell? Are you gonna slow roll it for 10 minutes? Yeah. Oh wait, no. No, it's not game. Oh, can we please find an answer? Is there an answer? Why? Why couldn't you be earlier? Ugh. There's no reason not to play it. Okay, let's fade a burn spell. Let's fade a non-creature spell one time, huh? Let's fade a non-creature spell one time, deck. Get in with our boys. And let's draw a green source. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't even threaten lethal next turn. If we maybe would have drawn a green spell earlier, or green mana earlier, we might have done okay, or we might have done differently in this game. Casting some of these fists while the sisters were on the board, but this doesn't look good. Our opponent is just doing the salty slow roll right now. Come on. No burn spell. No burn spell. One side. No non-creature spell. Land. 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 Opponent. Just kill me. We're only gonna gain 2 though. Like, any of their burn spells still kill us. But a non-creature spell does not. Neither does Searing Blaze. Or Searing Blaze would, I guess. Alright, let's... let's do this. Gain some life. Do some hoping. A creature spell doesn't either. They have creature spells in their deck. Yup. Yup. We're getting insanely lucky though. Like, if we somehow pull this out, there's just like, you know, there's more or less no way we pull this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can only attack for 6. We can attack 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can only attack for 6. 1. Yeah, so it's not really worth it, but I don't know, whatever. Get in with armor. Try to survive one more turn. Come on, money. No whammy. We die to all of it. We don't die to a non-creature spell. Why are you blocking? What? I guess it doesn't matter. Frig. Oh, man. All right. That's cool. Happy to take a game off burn anyway. Snap keep. No, I'm just kidding. I really want to resolve a Sigil Blessing, man. Maybe I should have put more of them in my deck. Well, here's a Sigil Blessing. And a couple of 1-drops. Yeah, I might have had it then. We find a land. I don't... This deck does not mulligan well. I think there's a lot of 4s that look worse than this. I'm going to keep... I'll keep Snubhorn. It's a 1-drop. It's not going to be online very soon, but... Oh, burn. Good. Good. Yeah, good. Good. This is a great hand against burn. Yep. What's this? Yep. We find an Ash Barrens, which I think I'm gonna get my green mana with now. I think it's too greedy not to. We gotta be faster. So I'll play this, play out Flare Husk. I'm kind of hiding that I'm super excited that we found that land. No pump faking the attack. So if we find another land, next turn we can Snubhorn Sentry. And we'll have... there's another Thermo Alchemist, okay. So Snubhorn Sentry means... and Veteran Armor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7. Yeah, we would have had to draw another land there. We can't, like, blow them out with Sigil Blessing here or anything. So I think I'm just going to Fists up the Thraben Inspector, get our permanent count up, and then hopefully we draw a land next turn for Snubhorn Sentry, and then just steal the game with Sigil Blessing. That would be sweet. You got the Storm! Yeah, I can. I can spread off soon. Now, if you find a Soul Sister to go with it, is Brun a thing now? Because I was away for a bit. I guess Brun is a thing. Oh, they got the 3 Alchemist draw. All right. We might be fast enough to beat that. There's a Might. Okay. So let's play out Snubhorn. Get in with our 1/1s, or get in for 1. That is. And I might trade Might of the Masses for one of their Thermo Alchemists. I actually think I'm going to. It doesn't give it trample though. If I might here, give it +5/+5, get in for 6. Trade Might for 1. Yeah, I think so too. I'll just put it on one of my Saprolings. It doesn't give it trample or anything, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. All right, they're going to tap some Thermo Alchemists. And our Sapperling will get huge, kill their dude, and we'll pass. Your turn. They're at 19. Probably be wary of blocking again. There's a curse. Pretty okay with that, too. All right, so let's see if we can't trade off this Sigil's Blessing with some creatures. Cartouche, eh? Huh, so if we attack now, they block the Snubhorn. We get in for a bunch of damage. We can't kill both of their creatures. So maybe it isn't worth it to fire this off. Maybe this turn is just Cartouche, the Snubhorn Sentry, attack with everything, and then next turn, or attack with Snubhorn Sentry, and yeah, and then we'll Sprout Swarm at the end of their turn, and then try to win with Sigil Blessing. They're not going to take it, so they go to 15. Okay, so we will buy back a Sprout Swarm. I guess I could have played Veteran Armor there. Veteran Armor probably represents more damage. All right, so long as they can't win here, we might be in okay shape. Let's see what they've got. Searing Blaze doesn't kill our Snubhorn. We're kind of pump faking the... So if they block, we still get in for 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. We're going to tap and tap. We go to 12. Burn spell on us. We go to 9. Pretty low virtual life total here. So we pretty much have to win with this Sigil Blessing next turn. Oh, I didn't Sprout Swarm! I am such a dumbass. Guys. That could be the difference. Because then we'd have one more creature, which means 2 more damage. Yeah. Yeah, 100% a punt. We pretty much can't survive another turn, so let's see if we can just squeak it out here. All right, let's go to attacks. Like this. If they don't block Snubhorn, we might have it. They do block Snubhorn. All right, so we're getting in. So let's Sigil's Blessing our warrior. See if they have the removal spell. It's pretty bad if they do. Yep. And yep. Yes, we are still doing this. And they will bolt our face. And we'll go to 1 and probably lose. They go to 7. So I guess the 1 Sprout Swarm wouldn't have mattered there, but the 1 Sprout Swarm didn't mean 7 damage. They've definitely got a burn spell here. They're going to slow roll it real good. They want this. Go ahead. Go ahead with the slow roll. Good for you. You did it. Ugh. Burn. Burn. Okay, let's bring in the Standard Bearers and the Soul Wardens, which our Standard Bearers will protect. We'll go down our Might of the Masses and go down Veteran Armors and 1 Sprout Swarm. Probably both Sprout Swarms. We probably want an Armor over a Sprout Swarm here. We could even want a Journey over a Sprout Swarm. Maybe. I don't know how many creatures they're playing. I think an Armor is just better. Or even a Might. Yeah, actually, I might keep the Mights in. Like, keep both Mights in. And... Take out a Snubhorn Sentry. Take out one of the worst cards. Yeah, we are still doing this. Maybe I'll go down. This is tough. We're probably going to lose anyway. I'll go down... Oh, God. We don't want to be faster. I'll go down 1 might. And maybe even the other might for a journey. We'll try it like that. See what happens. We'd love to play first. Soul Sisters. Oh, this isn't... There's no Soul Sisters, but it's a reasonable hand to get Snubhorn online kind of early. So... Actually, this is like super bad. But it's got too many lands and playables. Possibly Pauper Playables to ship it. So we'll go ahead with that. Get the loss up there. All right. So we will probably turn 1 Flayer Husk, so we can start the beats while still getting our white mana to play our Snubhorn next turn. There's a Forgotten Cave gone. We draw Rancor. Now that's interesting, but I don't think it's time to Rancor just yet. So let's go get our white mana. Play out the white mana. Get down Snubhorn. Go to combat. Get in with the Germ. And opponent takes their turn. And we get a turn back. Sweet. All right, we find another land. That's pretty good. So we'll play the land. Play Flayer Husk. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think we just play out Standard Bearer, play it safe here. And next turn we can like Rancor Skyfisher. If they kill one of our germs, I guess. They feel like doing that. Not quite 10 permanents, but we're pretty close. We get pretty close every turn 3. They're just going to Magma Jet Standard Bearer outright. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have 2 permanents we can play next turn. So we're not in the worst shape, but we're probably not in great shape either. Our opponent just plays a land and they're going to pass it back. We find a Fists. Well, let's just play out Skyfisher. Get our mana back. I don't really know what they're waiting for to remove here. Probably want to know if they should remove... Oh, okay, sure. Yep. Play this out. Oh, they're going to kill... No, they're just going to cycle. So now we can get down this Fist safely. Drop this. Or it could just be Rancor. Just going to Rancor up the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is definitely the play. This is obviously the play. Just look at that board explode. Now you need a bunch of removal spells. What do you got now? More Electrickeries? Thermal Alchemists. All right. I'm not worried about that. And Cycles of Forgotten Cave. Opponent on the land draw. These are like the most unlucky burn opponents I've ever had. Let's try to suit up. Let's go to combat first. Maybe they have some removal spells they want to play. What do you want to try to do? The chance that they have an instant speed removal spell is kind of slim. They're not blocking the Snubhorn Sentry, so I'm like, they're probably debating on whether they want to remove it or not. So we'll play out, or we'll suit up this core Skyfisher. Now they might remove. Nope. And we'll play out another Sentry. And pass turn. They're on a pretty good clock here. Who knows, though? Burns got 5 spells in hand and 4 lands on the battlefield. 2 of them could be Fire Blasts. I might be dead. Oh, it's Murderer Bashes. Cool. Okay. Sure. To each creature without flying, though. Okay. So you're going to pay 2, show me 3 of your cards, and not kill my Skyfisher? You're going to Chain Lightning me. Okay. I guess they're getting as much value out of his Alchemist as I can. They're not just dead next turn, but they're pretty close. Yep. Another Chain Lightning. No, we won't. You never copy the Chain Lightning. So this goes up to 5, 6. And they're not going to have a board. They're going to have 3 spells in hand. Okay. I did not see the Martyr of Ashes coming. And we'll know what their hand is. Fire Blast and 2 Lava Spikes. Okay. Well, we're going to make them try to Lava Spike this core Skyfisher. Oh, okay. They're going to Fire Blast us in response. Okay, sure. We're at 10. They got 6 damage. Ugh. Not a whole lot of draws that'll win us our turn. On our turn. Plains definitely isn't one of those. So we'll suit up. Suit up. And get in. And if they don't kill us next turn, and they don't have any way to remove this, they're dead. Give it to me. Come on. Yes. We didn't even draw any Soul Sisters. Okay. So what do we want here? I think that was good. I'm good enough with that. Oh yeah, no. If it was Bolt Fire Blast, I could end myself on stream. Outright. I will keep this. This is a pretty decent hand for this deck. Rift Bolt goes away. All right. We'll take the turn back. Yeah, Sigil's Blessing is really good. There, I did something to improve the the Pauper world today. So I'm gonna play out Blossoming Sands. Next turn I'll play out Snubhorn and put a cartouche on it, so that they have to use 2 spells or a burn spell and a needle drop to kill it. And then we'll just start dumping permanents on it. And onto the board. Yep. Sure. So, ooh! We did it, gang. Alright, let's play Soul Warden. Play... I might just put the cartouche on it now. I can't give him all that value. Play Thraben Inspector. Trigger. Always yield. And always yield. And we will give you the turn. Sister and Inspector. The Sister Inspectors. Sister and Inspector. Solving all their crimes. Sister and Inspector. Having the time of their lives. Yep. Rift Bolton the Sister. Rift Bolton us. Decent. Oh, opponent, if only you knew. That's probably the best sitcom any of us will ever watch, so I don't even know if it's a brew at that point. I think it might actually be established in the meta. All right, how many permanents exactly? So we'll play out our forest. No, okay, so Snubhorn. Yeah, we want to play forest. We'll go Snubhorn, Ranker up the Thraben Inspector, Cartouche. Yeah, so Sentry is the only one. The other Ascend card that I thought would be interesting was Secrets of the Golden City, but I don't think they want 20% revenue. Come on, man. You go. That's actually, honestly, that's pretty fair. Anyway, so yes, it is. I don't think Secrets of the Golden City and Snubhorn Sentry want to be in the same deck. I think they're distinctly different cards. And that's kind of what's kept me going on this plan here. So we're just gonna pretty much effortlessly be blessed by the city. Find a cartouche. Pretty much the best draw possible. We'll stick that on our warrior. So none of these blocks are going to be good for them. And we'll rancor up the Thraben Inspector. So even if they want to trade there, we get our rankers back. We'll go to attacks, swing with everything. Try to beat them down. Looks like they're going to take it. We're at 16 here. It's not like it's not like they're under that much threat of dying either. Well, I guess they're at 6. Honestly, that's a pretty decent threat with a Thraben Inspector and 2 cartouche or 2 things on board, but all right, let's see if we're dead. We could very possibly be dead here. 2 burn spells doesn't do it. 2 burn spells is 8 damage. 2 burn spells and a fire blast is 13 damage. And we get in 6 almost every way next turn. Okay, 3 burn spells and a fire blast will do it. They're gonna Searing Blaze. Thraben Inspector, yep. We get our rankers back. And what's this? Needle drops us, draws a card. All right, so if we put both rankers on this, that's just like, we're good. We're gravy. Unless they fire blast it, I guess. Find a land. That's kind of a bummer. So maybe we should spread the love here. We should probably get as much trample on board as we possibly can. So how can we engineer a way that, so even if they fire blast this in response to the first rancor, the first one goes on here, unequivocally. Do you have the fire blast? They let it resolve. The second one should go on here, right? Well, if they block this, they die. So I'm gonna put it on here. And we'll see how this combat step goes and see if we're dead next turn. Attacks. They have to fire blast the Snubhorn Sentry or we win. Just outright. Okay. They've done so. We're still going to take a bunch of damage. Presumably. They might trade with this guy. Take 2. Take 4 down to 2. Okay. I can live with that. Yup. Yup, yup. All right. See what they've got. I guess just even the 1 mana removal spell is fine enough, but at least it's not a burn spell at our face. We'll eventually draw a creature. We got all kinds of those. Hey, we won! Sweet! All right, end of the day. We went 2-3 with Snubhorn Selesnya.